Hello everyone, you are welcome to my channel, and in today's video we are going to continue with our lessons on tally. And from the start of these lessons we looked at what tally is about. We looked at how we create a company in tally, the gateway of tally before company creation, the gateway of tally after company creation, how we create ledgers in tally, how we create ledgers with opening balances, learned how we create groups in tally, the use of tally, the use of ledgers, and the use of groups. We looked at how we enter transactions, which are contract transactions, and receipt transaction. Payment transaction. In today's video, we are going to look at how we record receipt transactions. We are going to learn how we record receipt transactions. Now, with the receipt voucher, it has a shortcut key to be FCs, and this records only transactions that are either coming into the bank or cash account and the account to which the money is leaving. So the receipt voucher only records those with transactions that involves either cash or bank, and the transaction giving out the money. So all receipts are made into either the cash or bank account. All receipts are made into either the cash or bank account. So when you are receiving money into any other account apart from the cash and bank account you've created in your tally, it means you will not record it in your receipt voucher. So the account now with the receipt voucher, the account receiving the money, which is either the cash or the bank, comes first. The account receiving the money, which is either the cash or bank, comes first, and the account giving out the money, which can be any other type of ledger, comes under the particulars. So we are going to learn how we record these transactions. And if you don't have any ledger here or any account here, you go ahead and create the ledger for that account and record the transaction. So to open your or to get your receipt voucher, you go to our gateway of tally. Our gateway of tally, we go to transactions, and under transaction you go to accounting vouchers. We go to accounting vouchers, and we select our FCs, which is FCs, which happens to be our receipt. Or you can come to the right hand side and select your receipt. So I said the account to which you are making the account receiving the money, which is either your cash or your bank, comes first where the cursor is, and the account giving out the money comes under the particulars. So we are going to record the following transactions. Okay, so our first transaction is additional capital of 50,000 was introduced and transferred directly into Unibank account. So Unibank, let's name it EcoBank, right? EcoBank. We are dealing with EcoBank. So in case you have Unibank, you record your Unibank account, but we are going to use EcoBank. And we are changing from Ghana cedis to the US dollars. So we are changing all the Ghana cedis to US dollars. So let's change it to our US dollars. Yes. So replace all. Good. Okay. So our first transaction, which is this one, the change didn't apply to this. Now we've done it. We have additional capital of $50,000 was introduced and transferred directly into EcoBank. So money is leaving capital account to our EcoBank account. Money is leaving our capital account to EcoBank account. So you can see is the bank that is receiving, which is the EcoBank. So how do we record this? Which account is receiving? It's EcoBank. So we have our EcoBank here. And who is giving out the money? It's our capital. We have capital account. No, we don't have capital account. So we go back to our ledger creation. You know how we create ledger. We go and create our capital account. So we create ledger. capital. So because of the lessons, we are not using what? Actual transaction, right? We are not using actual transaction. I'm just formulating transaction. So in case we don't have that ledger, then we go back to what? Create it. Then we go back to create it. So we create a capital account and a what? Capital account. So or let's see whether we have stated capital. Let's check. If we have stated capital, then it means what? We can use our stated what? Capital account. So let's see. We have stated capital. Yes, we have stated capital, which is the same as what? Our capital account. So let's go back and record it in what? Our stated what? Capital. We have EcoBank receiving the money, right? So EcoBank. And who is giving us our stated what? Capital. Our stated capital is giving out the money. So we select stated capital. How much? 50,000. We select our 50,000. You can see our EcoBank account has been what? Debited. So it has increased. Then we go to our narration. What? Additional capital. Additional capital introduced into what? EcoBank account. Then we go ahead to what? Save it. And our next transaction is what? Received $86,000 from Asempa Limited, which was lodged in what? Barclays Bank, also known as what? AXA. So Asempa happens to be what? A debtor. So if we don't have Asempa, we have to create what? Asempa account, right? We have to create Asempa account, or we can simply put it under what? Our sundry what? Debtors. But normally you can name all your debtors, right? So sundry debtors becomes a group. Then you name all your debtors. So all those owing you, like Asempa, you can create their names what as ledgers. Then you record all their what? All their payments or all monies you are giving to them or all owings in their account, and let the group head what? Sundry debtors. But this time we are using sundry debtors to record this transaction since we've not created what? Asempa account. So Barclays or AXA Bank is receiving the money. How much? Who is giving out? It's our debtors, right? So we have okay, we don't have any debtors here, right? So we go back to what? Create it. So to create a ledger, we know we go to what? Master's accounting info, we go to ledger, right? So we create. So let's create for Asempa. Asempa is our debtor, right? And our sundry what? Debtors. Then we go ahead to what? Save it with no opening balance. So we are done. So sundry debtors is what we put here. That was why it didn't appear in what? The list of ledgers. So assuming it was a ledger, then it would have appeared. And now it's a group. So you put all your what? Debtors what? And what? Sundry debtors like we just did. So assuming you have Wilberforce as what? A debtor, right? So we just put it, we create Wilberforce, we put it under what? Our sundry debtors, then what? We save. So now we have about 2 debtors. Okay, so let's go. We have what? So we go back to what? Our accounting houses and record a transaction. So AXA Bank is receiving, right? And who is paying us? Is Asempa. Asempa, who happens to be what? The creditor. Asempa is paying us what? $86,000. $86,000. So is it paying on account? Is it a new reference? You can just what? You have to choose on account. So they will what? Take it out of what? Asempa's account. Okay, then we go ahead to what? Do our narration. So Asempa is paying out of his account. So you know sometimes with the creditors, some pay from their bank directly, some pay what? It's cash, some pay on account, and some decide. Most of payments are different. So Tally has specific what? Most of payments. You have a video on all these modes of payments. But today we are just trying to understand how the receipt what? Voucher works. So our narration is what? Payment. Payment received, right? Payment received from Asempa into what? AXA bank, right? Then we go ahead to save it. And our last transaction happens to be what? So we still have our Unibank. Let's change it to what? Echo Bank here. Okay, we have Big Apple settled its outstanding debt of 45,000. And now we don't have Big Apple to do what? A debtor. If not created any debtor account known as Big Apple. So we use Wilberforce, the one we created. So Wilberforce Limited what settled its outstanding debt. So Wilberforce is what? A debtor. We go to record it. So EcoBank is receiving this amount, and who is what paying is Wilberforce. Wilberforce is paying how much? How much is it? Let's go back and check the amount. Okay, let's check the amount. How much is it? Actually, it's not responding. It will respond very soon. How much is it? It's 45,000. So we go back to our tally, record the amount of what? 45,000. Oh, our tally is not yet responding. So we have to wait. We have to wait small. We have to wait small. Okay. So our tally is what? Okay, so our tally is now responding, and we go ahead to what? Record our last transaction, which is what? Wilberforce Limited settled its outstanding debt of $45,000. So Wilberforce is paying how much? $45,000. Go ahead, yes, on account 45,000 being taken out of Wilberforce what account. Then we go ahead to do our narration. So payment received from Wilberforce. Paid what? First. Let's write it like this. Now, payment received into what? EcoBank from what? Wilberforce. Wilberforce what? A debtor. Wilberforce is owing us. Go ahead to what? Save it. So this is how we record what? Receipt what? Transactions. And receipt transactions, recording them in the what? Receipt voucher has to do with what? It's going either into what? The cash or the bank account. That's why when you come to the top here and select account, you can see only what? The cash or what? Or the bank account you've created. Okay. So that's all for today. In our next video, we will look at how we what? Edit these transactions. How we edit these transactions. So assuming you made a mistake, how do you edit this transaction? Please, you can only help us by what? Subscribing. So please subscribe to this channel. Please just subscribe to this channel. Thank you all. See you.